Window down. There you go. There's your ticket.
Bro, you're not being for real.
You're parked illegally in front of a fire hydrant.
Bro, all right, look, I get that, bro, but look, there's a storm literally right here right now. I'm just waiting on the Uber ride.
Yeah, storm has nothing to do with the fire hydrant.
You can't.
Been here before the storm. It's going to be here after the storm. You're still parked illegally in front of it.
But you can't let me slide, bro. For real. I'm just waiting on the Uber. That's it.
You're waiting on an Uber? Why would you be waiting on an Uber if you're in a car?
I meant to say, like, I'm waiting on someone right now. Like, I'm waiting to pick them up.
So you're driving an Uber?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you should be more than aware of the laws, and you can't park in front of a fire hydrant.
But they're like a minute away, bro. They're literally right here on my map. I'm waiting on them right now.
Okay.
I'm just parked here for like a second, bro.
Yeah, you're parked here illegally. That's why you just got a ticket.
You can't let me slide, bro. There's a storm.
The storm has nothing to do with the fire hydrant. We've already talked about this.
Look, bro. I get that, bro. But like, why you gotta be a dick about it, bro? Like, for real. Like, if there's a storm right now, you can't be a little bit considerate, bro.
I'm just doing my job. I have a quota of 30 tickets to hit today. I'm only at 16.
Come on, bro. You can't let me slide, bro. For real. Come on.
Why would I let you slide?
Bro, I'm doing Uber. Uber's not even gonna compensate me for this ticket, bro. How much do I even gotta pay for this?
So if you drive Uber and I get in your car and ask you for a free ride, are you gonna give it to me? No. It's what you do for a living.
I mean, if I were to give you...
My job is to enforce the law. You're illegally parked in front of a fire hydrant. What if there was a fire? You're putting this whole building at risk. All these people's lives would be in danger because you're waiting on an Uber.
Look, I get that, but bro...
Okay, so then there's nothing more to discuss if you get it.
Be considerate for that, the fact that there's a storm at least, bro. Like this one.
You need to be considerate of all the people in this building whose lives you're putting in danger.
Bro,
Parking in front of this.
I've only been here for like 2 minutes, I promise you. I'll head out in like the next 5 minutes, I promise you.
How long does it take a fire to start? 10 seconds. And they're not going to be able to put the fire out properly because you're waiting on a customer to come down to your Uber and blaming it on the storm.
Come on, man.
You don't think this wind could pick up the flames and make that fire even worse?
Why are you even out here in the storm right now, bro? Like,
because I have a quota to hit. I need to hit 30 tickets today.
30 tickets?
Yeah, I'm at 16.
Come on, bro. For real, look. Bro, how can I make this ticket disappear, bro? For real, because I really can't afford this ticket right now, bro. Uber's not going to pay me anything for this.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have parked in front of the fire hydrant then.
Goodness, bro. I promise you, look, I'm on the Uber app right now, bro. I'm waiting on the person to pull up right now.
You're still parked here. You're still parked in front of a fire hydrant. The ticket's in your hand. You're wasting your breath. It's already been done. You're in the system. The ticket's been written.
Bro,
what you can do moving forward is learn from this. Don't park in front of a fire hydrant.
Why you gotta be such a dick, bro? There's a storm right now.
I'm doing my job. Just like your job is to pick somebody up, my job is to enforce the law, and you're parked illegally in front of a fire hydrant.
You're gonna go pick on, what, 15 more people?
I'm not gonna pick on anybody.
Oh, come on, bro.
You're gonna enforce the law. When people break the law, I'm gonna be here with my ticket and my machine to write it.
Bro, there's no way you're for real. There's no way. So, what am I supposed to do with this?
You're supposed to pay it. If you don't pay it on time, there's an additional fee that's added. Then if you don't pay it within that window, there's a bench warrant issued for your arrest. And they will suspend your driver's license. Since you drive for Uber for a living, I'd highly recommend paying the ticket. Because if you don't have a license, you can't drive. And you can't earn a living.
That's crazy, bro. No, but for real, bro, like, look at the storm, bro. Look at everything, bro. You're getting drenched. I'm getting drenched. Just have my window open like this, bro. You can't just let me...
I'm in a county-issued raincoat. I'm not getting a drop on me.
Bro, I will never park here again, bro. For real, like, just let me slide, bro. For real.
Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't park here again, but you still got to pay the ticket. That's the whole point of me writing you the ticket, so you learn from your mistakes. Why would you park here in the first place? You don't see the two big yellow poles?
Bro,
you don't see the bright yellow fire hydrant? Or you just don't care about all the people in this building?
It's not that.
Their lives don't matter.
It's not that.
You're the important one, right?
You know how Miami is, bro. There's no parking here. But where am I supposed to park? Bro,
not in front of a fire hydrant?
They're literally in this building right here, bro. I can't park on...
Yeah, and you're putting all their lives in danger by parking in front of the fire hydrant.
What about that car right there? You're going to give them a ticket too?
They're parked fine.
What?
They're not parked in front of a fire hydrant. I don't understand why this is so hard. Maybe English is your second language? You don't understand fire hydrant? You don't understand not park here?
What do you mean by that?
I don't mean anything by it. I mean, you don't understand you can't park in front of here. That's a problem.
This is my second language. Bro, no, I'm speaking to you perfect English right now, bro. Am I not?
I didn't say you weren't.
Come on, bro.
But you clearly don't understand the law. You're parked in front of a fire hydrant and you're arguing with me over it.
The fact that you have the energy to argue with me right now during this film is crazy.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm stating facts. You're parked illegally and you got a ticket and you have to pay the ticket.
I'm going to fight this ticket. I'm not going to fight this ticket.
All the directions are written on the back. You're more than welcome to go to court. I love showing up to court. They pay me handsomely to show up there.
They pay you to.
Of course.
That's why you do it. That's why you met the people like this. You get a kick out of this, bro?
When you're breaking the law, I don't put up with it. You're putting all these people's lives in danger. Like I said, you think you're more important than a building full of people?
Alright, bro.
It's not all right.
Alright, bro.
It's far from all right. Because you're not more important than a building full of people.
Bro, you're just wasting your breath right now, bro. And my car is getting wet, to be honest with you.
I'm not wasting anything. I'm getting paid. I'm writing tickets. People breaking the law like yourself.
And then you're gonna go do this to, what, 15 more people?
I'm sorry?
And then you're gonna go do this to like 15 more people.
No, I have 14 more to write today.
Oh, yeah. You must love your job, bro.
I do.
You must really love your job.
I do. I uphold the law. And I keep people safe. There's a building full of people that are going to be safe from fire because of me. If it was up to you, they'd be in danger. But because I'm here, their lives are going to be safe.
Wow, you're such a hero, bro. Wow.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, right? In this case, they wear raincoats. It's crazy. Alright, bro.
Doing my job, upholding the law, and saving lives from reckless civilians such as yourself, thinking you're more important than a building full of people.
Yeah, bro. I'm such a builder, bro. Lock me
You're not.
up, bro, because I punched something in a fucking fire hydrant.
You're not.
Wow. Alright, bro. What do you say?
We're done here. I highly recommend you pay the ticket on time. If not, you pay the additional fee.
I'm fighting the ticket. I already told you I'm fighting the ticket.
I'll see you in court then.
Alright, bro.